you have a lot of people who are uglying themselves up on purpose. You get all these women with like the nose rings, and which I guess a nose ring can look okay sometimes, but cutting their hair short, trying to look more masculine.
All right, so in a way, you can say that feminism is not only just attack on men; it is attack on the men, specifically for the demasculation part, but it's also attack on the women for the indoctrination part, and both those things in tandem. Men feeling that they're not able to be men, and then women feeling like they have to be more like men in men's spaces in a way, drives the opportunity for family further apart between men and women.
Something just dawned on me when you said that. I'm sorry, but that made me go, wait, because you have so many people who are LGBT, whatever. You have people who don't know what a man is because the role of a man has been completely smeared, right? There's kind of a faint outline of what it's supposed to be, and people put that like overbearing, abusive dad or whatever in that patriarch role. They don't realize what a patriarch actually is. And then you have these women who, okay, well, Susie Homemaker, they don't understand like what the actual roles are. But then you look at like school, and in the schools they gear school more towards girls. Girls learn differently than boys. And so boys are chastised for being rambunctious and having energy and wanting to build and use their hands, and so it's all more. Anyway, what I'm getting to is that women and men now don't really know the differences, and so you have these guys who know that they're different, so they figure that they're maybe they are something that they weren't born, because they don't really know what that role is supposed to look like. I don't know. It just sparked an idea in my head.
And I get what you're saying, and I know it's largely effective in secular culture, more so because once you get closer to faith, if you're Catholic and getting closer to your Catholic faith, those roles become clearer defined.
Yeah.
Even with our broader Christian brothers and sisters out there of other denominations,
right?
Even when you see when they are more conservative with their Christian belief, they also start really clarifying the roles. I'm not talking about the oddball ones like Episcopalian or whatever that have just gone off the rails, but there still are some other Christian conservative denominations out there other than Catholics as a whole.
Right.
But what was I going to say with that?
Sorry, I derailed you.
The defining of maybe I did get derailed. I thought I had something there. Moving on. Okay. Well, feminism is destroying women as well. Yeah, this is quickly turning into a feminism episode because I'm starting to make more connections. But feminism is also what pushed the pro-choice garbage as well. Yeah. So you are now only attacking the man, and that's actually what I was going to say. But I'll say it in a second. You're not only attacking the man and his role and what he should be doing. You're also attacking the woman on making her feel guilty for, even if they want to do that, they now feel they have to be compelled to, go to school and get a job and do the things that the men would traditionally do. But then on top of that, it's you don't have to get married. You can be single. You can be promiscuous, and
a career woman, Sex in the City.
Anything happens, you can't let that affect your career or your schooling. So now we have this other option for you. You can just kill your baby. Right. Like the entire movement I'm now slowly putting together is just a one giant attack on the family. So I'll jump a little bit to a separate attack, but in a similar way, maybe from similar influences. But you also get this just with secular TV shows. I mean, you have talked about this when it's a sitcom, when it's a movie. You can think The Simpsons, you can think Family Guy. The dad is always kind of lazy and dumb, and then even if it's a stay-at-home mom, typically a little ditzy and not really well educated. But they really play into those stereotypes and into that culture, so that to do the same thing. It's just to attack what a man should be in his family and say this is what men are when they have a family, and they get fat and they get lazy and they get and they're dumb and they whatever what a woman is. And there's say goodbye to your sex life, because that's not happening at all.
Right.
There's all these things are happening, coming from like just secular entertainment,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
I mean, one of the big TV shows I remember that kind of really personified that in a huge way back in the day was like Married with Children.
Yep.
It really made the wife look like a total piece of garbage, and I mean the whole family.
and your
was
wife
garbage.
is going to spend all your money too.
Yeah, the
because
wife's
she's a
going to spend all your
stay-at-home
money. You have a horrible job. You hate your kids and your family, and you're a dunce. It's like
mom. Go to the bar every day after work. I
Right.
don't know anybody who's got. Did that used to be a thing? That might have used to be a thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I've never known anybody who goes to the bar every day after work.
I have, but they also went to the bar during work and before work, and but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with, let's say you had a place to go, and I think maybe we need more of that. I mean,
A little bit of decompression.
the revolution was organized in bars, right? I mean,
Right.
the American Revolution. There was a lot of camaraderie, people going out and talking to each other.
That's not how they portray it in sitcoms.
I know it's not in sitcoms, but I mean in real life, if you have if that's a whole maybe another topic some other time, but yeah, the fact that we don't even know our neighbors anymore. Most of us are not on first base names with the people right down the street, the people that
I know all mine around me.
Well, okay, fine, Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
I want to.
I know
And all of them.
I know one set, no, two, I guess, but still, it's still, you don't, how often do you go over and borrow some sugar or go over and have a barbecue or do these things? And that stuff I think is just getting, especially since COVID, but it's getting farther and farther. Anyway,
Yeah.
I digress. Yeah, that was one of the things I had in here. It's an attack on men is how stupid they are, and an attack on masculinity in general. And I kind of hit on that too, where men are portrayed as abusive, and like that relationship, or the patriarch man is all abusive. It's all that man
Toxic
just
masculinity.
yeah, just toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity really is men who've been feminized. That's toxic masculinity.
That's okay. We can go with that.
Men who've been feminized, men who don't do their duty. They don't do the things that they're supposed to do. That's really
One of which is leading your family in the faith. So anybody watching out there, if you are watching this, I would assume, or probably, but maybe you stumbled upon it for some other reason. If you are not taking your family to mass, you should be the one taking your family to mass. You
Yeah.
should be the one waking them up.
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
should be the one waking, if it's you got a grumpy teenager that doesn't want to get out of bed, you should be the one over there shaking them and getting them out the door. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
what's your next bullet point?
Well, that was kind of just the one under men. I have a section under women, and how femininity is being attacked.
In similar
You
ways.
see more and more women who are, I don't want to say not beautiful, because I don't mean it that way, but you have a lot of people who are uglying themselves up on purpose. You get all these women with like the nose rings, and which I guess a nose ring can look okay sometimes, but cutting their hair short, trying to look more masculine, even if they're not a lesbian or whatever, even if they're interested in the opposite sex, they still are trying to ugly themselves up, like trying to, I don't know, but that's just one little tiny piece of feminism, not feminism, but femininity. And again, like the role in the house, the role in the world, the role that a woman plays in a traditional marriage. If you look at like the way Catholics look at women, I think that the honor that we give to women is much higher than your average feminist, because we don't believe that a woman is just something to use, a Netflix and chill situation. We don't believe that women should be sexually active just to do it, just because it feels good or whatever. We believe that it should be something that's joined with marriage because of the value that person holds, because of that relationship, that bond that you're making. It's not supposed to be something that you're just giving away willy-nilly, just for the the act of pleasure, quote unquote. And so I think that that's under attack on both sides, and women are just being bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. Here, you want to have an OnlyFans because people will like you. Well, the only people who like you are degenerates, you know. Anyway, so that was my next point, I guess. The next thing I was thinking about was like the femininity of being under attack, and what it means to be a woman, how wonderful women are, and how horribly mutilated they've become because of the things that they're doing to their bodies, the things that they're doing to their souls, abortions, and all of those things kind of are an attack on what a woman really is. And again, why men and women don't really know the difference, don't know if they're a man or a woman, because they don't have that clear role anymore. They don't have the understanding.
All right. And that's time.